Good morning. My name is Bianca, and this is an episode about. I really didn't know what to name it, but it is the closest thing I could come up with is how human traffickers, how they infiltrate, how they solicit videos, how they basically infiltrate residential buildings such as the Anna Louise Inn. And I would like to first start off by making a disclaimer. I am not with these human traffickers when they make these dealings. I don't know where the website is they use. I don't know where the chat room. This is just all the things that I've been observing over the last 5 years. And if you would like to know more, you can listen, or please feel free to listen to the prior episodes of my earlier days at the Gamble Nippert YMCA in Western Hills with my daughter, and how a lifeguard by the name of Zachary, and also is a graduate of UC College of Science, and so has all these different type of accolades, but he human traffics children. He commits all sorts of fraud, drug, financial schemes. He unalives children. He sells children over the black market web, and he also does physical assault and unaliving to children, a serial predator, along with several other um, suspects at the Gamble Nippert YMCA, Tyler Cook, Glenda Harris. So I named these people because these were the people that I was last in contact with, me and my daughter, before our life drastically changed because of their check fraud and their connections in the Hamilton County judicial system and Cincinnati law enforcement. So I would like to talk about the illegal surveillance. And, because that's far fetched to say, well, okay, you're being illegally surveillanced in a well established facility, uh, such as Anna Louise, which has been around before I've been born. This is a well established, um, has a very reputable name of helping women. So when someone like me comes out and speaks about these things, especially something so heinous as my human rights being violated, which is part of human trafficking, I would like to give a breakdown of how strong foundations such as the Anna Louise become infiltrated by criminals such as those from the YMCA and the Cincinnati law enforcement, such as the sheriffs, because to be able to run something like this, it would take more than just civilians. We're talking about people with certain clearances and certain badges. But let me go into what I mean by how these criminals infiltrate structures such as the Anna Louise Inn. I really believe that a lot of times it starts through the maintenance man. And, before I get started, this is also happening where I go to work at. They have someone where I go to work at um, monitoring me doing something very illegal. Like they've passed the video footage on to people where I'm at. Okay, so so I want to get back on the Anna Louise Inn. And like I said, this is the third apartment building I've stayed in, and my reputation has been, of course, greatly damaged because of this illegal surveillance and this illegal business. But I really believe that residential buildings, it starts off mainly with the maintenance man, someone that has access to the apartments. Human traffickers love to target, zone in. I wouldn't say target, but zone in on maintenance men such as Evan at the Anna Louise Inn, and they show them a video. So they point out the girl, the victim, such as myself, and what these human traffickers do is they lie. I'm their manager, I'm their something, whatever they're lying and telling these people. Okay, and they say, you see how pretty she is? You want to see her body. No, I've never been with them when they're doing this, but this is what I think is going on. Okay, because how could they, infiltrate such, like I said, a strong structure such as the Anna Louise Inn and several other structures. So I think this is what's going on. Hey, you want to see a video of her? And the victim is not even aware that this is going on behind her back. Okay? You want to see more videos of her. Hey, how about you want to see her now? How about I pay you to put cameras in her home? And so this is how this type of illegal, underhanded dealings from the YMCA lifeguards, Zach, Glenda Harris, Tyler Cook, and they'll make their money behind closed doors with people like Beth and Gordon and Evan. But I believe it started off with Evan because he was one of the first people I remember started to come at me very sexually harassive, especially when no one was around. Right. And so I believe that's how it happens. Hey, you want to make money putting cameras in her house. I'll make sure that I give you this or I give you that. And then before you know it, there's an illegal business happening right on your property, right in your business, such as the Anna Louise Inn. And then if the victim is aware of it, such as myself, she starts to speak out about it. That's when Evan got Gordon involved. Because I remember Gordon started acting weird. And I saw Gordon and Evan, right. And I tried to complain to Mr. Gordon about some things, and he was just so nonchalant about it. He couldn't help but give himself away that he was getting paid hush money under the table to let these illegal things go on this property. Who is he getting paid by? He's getting paid by someone, a part of the cartel, the prostitution cartel that exists in Cincinnati, Ohio, through several organizations and the Hamilton County Courts and the Hamilton County Sheriffs and the CPD. There's social workers. There's all sorts of people involved with this. So I believe that's some of the way that they infiltrate buildings. They start off, like I said, they start off with a video. They start off lying, talking about I know this girl. I manage this girl. All these are criminal lies. Okay. Then, oh, let's set up cameras. I'll pay you to do this. And then let me have access to our apartment, because this is also a part of what they do. Okay, because they invade your privacy. Not only do they invade your privacy, that's not what I meant to say. They invade your personal space as well. So that's where the illegal entry is coming in at, unauthorized. Right. So there's all sorts of things going on. And not just that, they're selling it. So then they start paying the neighbors to watch when you do private things so they can sell it on black market, because that's how they're able to sell women and children. They catch them urinating, they catch them defecating, they catch them undressing and dressing, they catch them bathing. If you have a lover, heaven forbid, they catch you having intercourse. They sell it. These are sick people, and it's sad to say, but so are Beth and Gordon. So are Beth, Gordon, and Evan, and unfortunately, a lot of tenants in this building have chose to partake in heinous behavior, and they wanted to stay silent, but it's not going to stay silent. Just as exposed as my whole apartment and bathroom is to the public, that's as exposed as the Anna Louise Inn. Not only the Anna Louise Inn, the Gamble Nippert YMCA, and the Hamilton County Courthouse is going to be exposed, just like my body is exposed all over the internet. And just like Beth and Gordon and all the tenants, they have no shame as they laugh, as they jeer, as they mock, as they commit their criminal acts, as they think in secret. I have no shame and talking about what I am experiencing right on their property as we speak. So as they have no shame, I have no shame either. So I don't think this is amusing. So they're laughing about it. but I don't think this is amusing. I see the little comments and everything that, are left and everything, but I don't think this is amusing. But just like my point, once again, like they don't have any shame about committing these type of crimes, and I don't have any shame in talking about them and discussing them over the internet. Look, it's been a pleasure talking to you all. I don't want to stay with you all too long or make these or not videos, but recordings too long. I do want to say thank you for listening to all that do listen. And if you know someone that this may be useful, helpful, or if you know anyone that may be going through something similar and they need something to listen to, you could pass them the link. You can also listen to me on YouTube. I need to hook my link on with TikTok so that everyone can, follow over there too. And I want to say a special thank you once again to all my listeners. Take care, peace, and God bless.